Oh, Rocco,
Yes?
do you have any corny jokes to tell?
I do. Why do you not tell secrets on a farm?
I have no idea.
Because the corn has ears.
Hey Dane, how much does a pirate pay for corn?
How much?
A buccaneer.
Heidi,
Yes.
where does corn go for vacation? To Lake Erie. I love that joke because I'm from Lake Erie.
Hey, it's Sarah.
Hi, it's Erin. Hey, everybody. Wendy here.
And today we're going to be showing you the different ways that we like to cook fresh corn.
Hey, I'm Heidi from the Dr. Young Project, and I'm here to talk about shucking corn. We did a little farmer's market run this morning because, as you may have seen from a prior video, my son Dane works at our local farmer's market. And I picked up some fresh corn for us. I wanted to show you guys a couple of tricks that I've learned about shucking corn and getting all the silk off of it, because that can be kind of nasty when you're in the process. You just go through and separate the silk here at the top and grab the husks and the silk all in one hand and start peeling it down. And just keep on peeling. It's a great thing for kids to do. But then, no matter how hard you try, you still have all these little silky things on it. So the two ways that I've seen that work really well, you just get a new toothbrush, not one from the house, and you can just kind of brush that stuff off of there, which works really nicely. And the other one is to grab a wet paper towel. You can rub that off there a little bit, and it helps just attract that silk and wipe it right off.
I know that our Yum Team compilation videos can sometimes be pretty corny, and this one is literally going to be corny. We're talking about corn, fresh corn that is in abundance right now. So you may, if you get a CSA, you may get a huge bunch of corn. You're trying to figure out the best way to use it or just to make it different. And so I thought I'd go jump way outside of the box and tell you my favorite way is straight off of the cob. And I'm going to show you how to use this. I'm not even going to cook it. It's just going to be, I mean, you could sit and nibble this yourself. It's delicious and sweet and wonderful. But I'm going to show you how to use this wonderful pan that you may have in your kitchen that doesn't get much use, which is your bundt pan. I don't really make that many bundt cakes, but you could use it to handily get the corn off of the cob. So I've already shucked it and got the silk off, and take the nose of the corn and stick it right down in this handy hole in your bundt pan. So you have a nice stable surface, and then take your sharp knife and you're just gonna go down the side of the corn. You see a few jumped out, but for the most part, the corn is landing down in the bundt pan. And so then you just rotate the corn around. And last one. Voila, all the corn's off. And it's all in my bundt pan. And so I like to use the fresh corn like this, just drop it on top of a salad if I'm doing salad maker. I also love to use it in Dr. Yum's ABC dip, which is our avocado, bean, and corn dip. It utilizes, with the fresh corn, it gives it a really nice sweet crunch. So fresh tomatoes and the fresh corn mixed with avocado and the black beans and the spices, it's amazing.
Hi, Rocco.
Oh, it's me, Rocco Zanioni. I am the son of my mother, who is one of the Dr. Young board members. And today I will show you my family's way of cooking corn.
Okay.
So first, you have to put the
Carefully.
Yeah, carefully put the corn in boiling water.
Boiling water. Okay. And
We do 6 ears at a time, because that's how much our boiling pot can hold.
Right.
Biggest boiling pot can hold.
Okay. Very careful job.
Yep, gotta be very careful. And then we wait 3 minutes. Alright, here is second to last piece.
All right. So we use the boiling method to cook our corn.
Yep.
And this is fresh corn that was picked today from a local farm. So we don't want to do it any harm. We're only going to cook it for how many minutes?
3. We usually cook for 3, but we could do more, but
We want to keep it snappy. So we'll be back when the corn is finished.
All right. That was just my bagel. So now the corn is done. So that we have to put the. See how it's looking very yellow.
I'm going to turn off the water. There. And with this method, I'll tell them, we are usually cooking more ears than fit in our pot, so we have to do it in batches. So in that case, we leave the water boiling and we add the next round of corn and use a dish towel over this bowl to keep these ears hot.
5.
Perfect. And because we are usually cooking in batches and worried about the corn getting cold before the butter step, we have developed this little butter painting trick.
We just paint. So you
Yeah.
get your butter and then you start painting the corn.
Yeah, I feel like you use a little less butter this way. You don't have to deal with the gooey stick getting passed around at the table.
Yuck.
Yuck. And
Then
you
you
butter the corn while it's hot so it melts.
And then you just salt it.
Now, some members of our family actually don't like butter on their corn, so if we were doing this for real for our family of 6, we'd probably have a couple of ears set aside that were just served naked. All right, let's say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Until next time.
Can't wait to see you in the next video.
We're getting ready to do air fryer corn today. So first we're going to do a little olive oil brush. So we're just gonna brush a little bit, put a little olive oil, lightly brush this. You can also use Pam or a butter Pam or even coconut oil for this. I just happen to have olive oil on hand today. I actually just had a little extra corn in the fridge. We're doing a bunch of food prep today for a camping trip, so this is a perfect way to do this inside. If you don't have a grill or if you just don't have the time to light it up or really just don't feel like it. It's also kind of a gloomy day here, so this is perfect. I have my basket air fryer here. We're just gonna lay these in. If you have a smaller air fryer or one that's more shallow, you could cut those in half or even cut them into smaller pieces, whichever works for you. This does not need to be preheated for this one, but check your instructions. For your specific air fryer, you may need to preheat. So that's simple. We're gonna set it to 400 degrees and we are gonna let it go for 8 to 10 minutes. So get that set. We're gonna set it for 10 and see how that goes. Okay, the corn should be done. We're gonna pop it out of here. Oop, we need to grab some tongs. This is our tiny taster. What's your name?
Maya.
Maya's gonna be my helper today. And we're gonna use these great silicone brushes. They're great for kids because we love painting our food. So you get to paint this melted butter on. You can do that part all by yourself. Let's flip it around a little bit.
But you can do this too.
Yep, and let's get a little more. Paint it all over so it's yummy, yummy.
Does it look corn? Are we making corn on the cob?
This is corn on the cob. And let's get a little bit more on this one.
Okay. Is this shredded butter?
It's melted butter. We just melted it in the microwave a little bit. All right, we got it all nice and buttery. And then we're going to put a little
Salt.
pink salt.
Ooh.
We got it.
I'm gonna do the pink
We
salt.
have to turn it. You hold it. All right, so we're gonna probably let that cool off just a bit. Another great thing to put on corn is tagine. I forgot to buy it at the grocery store today.
A little more butter on there.
Yeah, you can put a little more butter because we know you love your butter and painting.
So make sure we get all of it on. I like the white and yellow spots.
Do you want to touch the corn and see how it feels? How does it feel?
Good.
Does it feel smooth? How does it feel?
Crunchy.
It feels crunchy. Does it feel bumpy? Yeah. You want to hold it? It's not hot. You can hold it. Hold it with two hands like this.
You need to hold it straight.
Oh, hold it like that?
Yeah.
Okay. How do I eat it like that?
That.
That is really yummy corn.
My favorite way of doing corn is probably the least fussy, easiest, fastest way to do corn. And I love this way. I've been doing this for years just because it's really great if you just want to do one or two, or if you want to do more, it's fine. It's really adaptable and it's not a lot of work. So it's microwaving corn. I like it because it's so fast. So we have an ear of corn and we're going to cut off the end. And then there's usually this like nubby part here. I cut that off too. And then I'll take a few of the outside leaves off, or whatever you call these. Are they leaves, Heidi? What are these called?
Husk.
Husk, yeah, they're husk. Okay, I'm gonna put this down here. Same thing here. And these are kind of medium sized, I would say, but sometimes, you know, at the farmer's market, you get these giant ears of corn. So you may have to adjust a little bit on the cooking time. But rule of thumb on this is 2 minutes an ear. It's so simple. So we've got 2 ears.
This is a good math problem for kids.
It's such good math, right? The cooking classroom. So 2 ears. If you have a bigger one, you might want to do closer to 3. Sometimes you can just kind of peek and make sure that it's all made, it's all cooked. So I'm going to throw these in and we'll see how they look in a minute. All right, I'm taking it out. Okay, word of warning. These are going to be super hot. So you may
Your
want
glasses
to
steam up.
My glasses are steamed up. I haven't figured out. I'm here at the office seeing patients, so this is my work look these days, my COVID work look. Heidi says that there is a way to actually pop these out without having all the silks inside, and so we're gonna try that way. Let me show you the way I do it because I'm impatient, and so I'll burn my hands and I'll just remove all the silks. And I usually do like a towel or something like this to hold it with, like an oven mitt, and then I just pull all of this off. And usually like the silks come off pretty well. Oh, burning my hands. Okay. So, I mean, it's not perfect, but it's hot. So that's that. We're gonna wait a minute and we're gonna try it Heidi's way, but we have to wait. Okay, we're gonna try this. We're gonna try using the pot holder to squeeze this. What in the world? What have I been doing for literally like over 40 years? Well, that worked. So there you go. Microwave corn, awesome for one ear so that you don't have to make a big pot and a big mess if you just want one ear for a salad or something like that. And really good for feeding a whole family too.
So my favorite way to cook fresh corn is on the grill. Corn on the cob is fresh in the summer. Summer is perfect grilling season, so it just makes sense to me. If you have a grill and you enjoy grilling, then you're already probably doing a lot of grilling anyways, so why not bring your corn out and grill it along with everything else? Now, there are a few different ways that you can grill your corn, but I like to do it in the husk. So you can see my little corn friends here, they are soaking in some water. What I have done is pulled the husk back, and I've taken out all the silks already that are in there. And then I also trimmed off any little bits that was just hanging off, just so we don't have any extra little things that can catch on fire and aren't necessary. And then I have had them soaking in this water for a little while now, and that's just also to keep the husks from getting too dried out, causing a fire issue, anything like that. So these have been soaking for a little while, and I have my grill prepped here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these on in their husks. All right, so I'm just gonna take these out of their water. We'll do a little draining. You can't really see that. They're out here out of frame. I'm draining it a little bit just so it's not too drippy. And then I'm just going to place it here on my grill. And there we go. And we'll put them all on there. So you can see we've got everyone on the grill now. It's still a little spitty because some of the water is dripping, but that's okay. I have some other stuff here that I'm grilling because I'm not just filming a video. For corn, I'm also making my dinner. So I'm going to get the rest of my food on the grill, and then I will join you back when our corn is done. All right, we're rocking and rolling now. I got all my other stuff on here. But I did a flip on the corn, so that's getting pretty brown on that side. But now I'm going to close it, because this will trap heat in and help the corn cook through. Okay, so it's probably a little bit darker for you now because the sun is going down because it's dinner time, but the corn looks done. So we're gonna check it and I'm gonna show you how to do that. So all you wanna do is take a little paring knife and we're gonna pierce the corn to see if it's ready to eat. Now these have been on for about 30 minutes or so, but of course it's gonna vary on your corn and your grill, but that's a good estimate. So you'll probably wanna put this on first depending on what you're cooking. But we're just gonna go in like this and we're just gonna take a little paring knife and whoop, there we go. And it went through. And you can kind of see, you'll be able to tell, you know, it should be the texture that it would be if you wanted to eat it. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, so these guys are done. So we'll just pull these off. I got a nice little sheet tray here that you can't see. Here you go. And the nice thing about this is, you know, you can do as much as you want, depending on the space you have too, but you know, how many people you're feeding. And pretty easy. You just kind of let them do their thing. The most work is the prep part, but you know, that's the case with corn on the cob, no matter how you're cooking it. So here we go. I'm gonna wrap up things here and we're gonna go eat dinner.